Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. And man, this is some crazy stuff here. I mean, Gus Edwards now we're talking about. I mean, wow. The Baltimore Ravens, they are, I think Tom says it correctly here. They're feeling like the 49ers last year. And man, I mean, could it get any worse with injuries? They have concerns for cornerback Marcus Peters, and that's huge right there, Marcus Peters. But then you talk about Gus Edwards and considering the other running backs that they lost, J.K. Dobbins and company, Justice Hill, all of them. And now you're adding Gus Edwards with a possible, they're talking about a torn ACL. And they both will, have their tests to try to confirm. But either way, this is just all around bad news for the Baltimore Ravens. And man, I feel bad for any Baltimore Raven fan out there. You guys joke that Lamar Jackson's a back. Well, he's going to have to do it all. He's literally going to rush for probably 2,000 yards this season and throw for about 4,500 if the Ravens are going to find success here. And so that explains why Le'Veon Bell's being ramped up as quickly as he is to that active roster. And my goodness, it may not hurt the Ravens to try to look out and maybe bring in another guy like maybe Todd Gurley, maybe Frank Gore, maybe Adrian, maybe every running back right now because they need help at this position. And for those like myself who thought drafting Gus Edwards was going to be the smart play considering all the running back, injuries around him, well, wow, this just came and bit us. You know where, guys. This is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. So let's see. Tom goes on to say that, the Ravens are fearing that they lost Gus Edwards for the season. So, guys, be alert. If people are trying to send you some trades in fantasy football to do some sketchy stuff, pay attention. If they're trying to trade you Gus Edwards, just don't do it. But, yeah, now they're down, their top three running backs in the current depth chart looks like Tyson Williams, Trenton Cannon, and currently on the practice squad for now, Le'Veon Bell. And you have to think after this, Le'Veon Bell's not going to be in the practice squad come week one. He's going to be on that active roster, and they're going to try to ramp him up as soon as possible. And so, yeah, this is going to make for a strange backfield for the Baltimore Ravens, but we'll see. Maybe they do make that call to Todd Gurley now. Maybe it makes sense. But, hey, Latavius Murray, he was recently released. That might be a guy that makes sense. So if you're someone that wants to stock up on who they might actually sign next, if I was the Ravens, I'd be looking at Latavius Murray. And so that's just my 2 cents right there. What do I know, right? But, yeah, with that being said, though, guys, this is absolutely devastating for the Ravens. It's really tough for Gus Edwards. He has such a potential to have a big season this year. Really tough for all those running backs this year, honestly. And you hate to see that happen. And then Marcus Peters as well, that's also very tough for him. And so, yeah. And then considering they did trade away their 5th-round pick out of Ohio State to the Patriots as well at cornerback. So, yeah, they have good depth, and they're going to need it. They're going to need it. But we'll see if these guys are actually out for the entire season. But, yeah, definitely tough day for the Baltimore Ravens. And with that being said, though, you guys are definitely going to want to make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. I'm telling you, it's the best way to stay up to date with all kind of sport news. I'm telling you, throughout the season, there's going to be a lot of updates, whether we're talking about injuries like this, whether we're talking about some game predictions and stuff, or reviewing that stuff, in which I'll have that video up sometime real soon. All of that stuff, you're definitely going to want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, not just for football, basketball as well. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video. I appreciate all the support, and see you guys next time.